Hello again, welcome to stream. I hope you guys are having a good day and I hope you had a good week. So, today would normally be a Spookies live stream, but today I wanted to try out a different game this time. Next week will be Spookies in case you are still interested in watching Spookies, so don't worry, we haven't completely neglected it yet. We'll get our record back soon. But for now, we're gonna play Titan Souls. Dorito, let's go. So, what is Titan Souls? Well, essentially what I would say is it's like kind of like a mix of Shadow of the Colossus and Dark Souls in a way. It's a lot of fun. It's really hard. And for the record, I have actually played and beaten this game before, but I really wanted to play it on stream and show you guys it. Maybe do like a little bit of a walkthrough sort of or whatever. It's not a super long game, but it's still a lot of fun. So we'll see if we'll be able to one shot it. I kind of doubt since my previous playthrough was 7 hours long, but to be fair, I didn't know entirely what I was doing now. But since I do know at least a little bit better what I'm doing, we're gonna see how it goes. So without further ado, I won't waste you guys' time, and let's get started. And also, in case this sounds too loud, too quiet, I'm too loud, too quiet, make sure to let me know. So we're gonna start a brand new game. This is my old save file. This will be my new one. And then since I'd completed a run already, I can put on these modifiers. But for now, I'm just gonna go straight into it. Alrighty. So, we're finally in the game now. There isn't a whole lot of story to this game, admittedly. You kind of have to piece it together yourself, but in case stuff happens, I'll be sure to be quiet so you guys can take in the full experience. So, this game is controller exclusive. Well, it's not. You can play it on keyboard and mouse, but the controls are really limiting. The game sound might be a little loud. Okay, let me fix that. To be fair, this is a loud game. I did turn the sound down in the volume mixer, but even then it's still quite a loud game. Alright, does it sound a little bit better now? I hope it does. I can hear myself a little bit better now. Hopefully it's not too quiet. Better? Okay. Can you still like hear game sounds and stuff like that? Can you hear like the pitter patter of footsteps? Yeah, okay. Alright, then we're good. So yeah, like I said, not a whole lot of story to this game. At least none that's immediately clear. But the main premise is we're this little guy. We have a little bow and arrow, but the only problem is we have one arrow. However, we are able to recall the arrow back to us, just like that. That's going to be quite useful. You may ask, well, why is that? Well, you'll see soon. There isn't a whole lot of controls to this game, which is kind of nice. There's just walk, roll, sprint, and then fire and recall, of course. So this is just a little beginning area, and here's our first checkpoint. And now this is where the game, quote unquote, starts. This is like the tutorial area, but these four little areas here are gonna be our first four challenges. So we're gonna go ahead and start with this one since it's the closest, and it's, in my opinion, probably the easiest. So, like I said, this game is quite similar to Shadow of the Colossus. All the enemies that we fight are bosses. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Here's our first foe. Big old blob. Alright, so he isn't gonna target us yet, but as soon as we fire our first shot, he's gonna get angered. There he is. And I don't know how to pronounce the names of these guys at all, so... Whoops. make sure that we're not cornered since this guy can quickly close the distance. Whoops. He dodged that. Whoops. Jiggle. Yes, indeed. They go whoop 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 whoop. Alright, so that was our first death. I haven't fought these guys in a little bit, so I'll probably have to warm up a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, let's try this again. There he goes. And also, a good strategy for this guy is to not make any unnecessary splits like that, because the less of these little slimes they have to deal with, the better. Since especially they do get faster, and the little droplets that they make, you can get stuck in, and it'll severely slow you down, and you don't want that to happen. Oh, but he's out. Oh, crap. Now we just need to hit him, and then we'll win. Ah! I got cornered. This is a bit of a hard game, so keep that in mind. So the barrier to entry is a little bit high, but it's still a lot of fun. And we were pretty close that time. I think we can get it this time. Just promise we gotta time it. Didn't time that one quite as well, but that's okay. This is the first boss, so admittedly he's not nearly as hard as some of the other ones that we're going to face. There we go. Oh geez. Okay. Well, he's out. Let's get him. There we go. Yeah. It's just slightly difficult. So we got him. Now the music has gone quiet and it's gone dark. Now let's retrieve our arrow. And just like that, we've absorbed his soul. Now here he is, all withered. A husk. That's all that we need to do here. Don't need to do anything else. So we can head on out. Alright, and now we get to make a choice. We can either choose to go after this left guy or the right guy. So which one do you guys want to go after? Or which one do you think I should go after, should say, since you guys aren't technically the ones that are fighting. In my opinion, this guy's a little bit harder than the guy on the left, but in case you wanna, you gotta get them all. Yeah, that's fair. Guess let's go with the harder one first. Alright, here we are. Big old cube with a brain in it. Brain freeze, you could say. Alright, so this guy's a little bit weird, so we need him to stand on these little pressure plates because that'll activate this little thingy. So we can melt him like that. And then now he's gonna act pretty similar to the heart guy, except he jumps a lot higher. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I got him. Alright. Here we go. Just like last time. We have a soul. And there he is. Once again, shriveled up husk. Alright, the first time I fought this guy, he was a bit of a pain, but I think that might have just been because I hadn't figured out how to beat him yet. But anyways, this next guy, he's not too bad, but he can be a bit difficult. You gotta act a little bit quickly. I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean. Alright, here we are. And there he is. Another cube, but this time he's an eyeball. Alright, so he, whoops. Walked right into that. So you can see, he moves quite similar to, actually, wait, we haven't even gotten there yet. But yeah, he moves basically only in that checkerboard formation. So he's a little bit easy to predict, and he does generally move whoops, move towards you. So we just need to wait till his eyeball is shootable, because that's a, yep, Grimrock connection, there we go. If you happen to know what the final boss of Grimrock is, then it should seem kind of familiar. Alright, so I need to get my arrow back. There we go. Now we just need to wait for him to face me. Just like that. Oh yeah. We got our arrow back. And there we go. So once again, these are the essentially the tutorial bosses, so they aren't nearly as difficult as what's going to ensue, but I don't want to spoil anything. I'll let you guys see it when it comes. So this will be the final guy of the starting area, and he, well, you'll see. Here he is. Now notice we didn't actually have to go inside to fight this guy. Let's go ahead and start the fight. Alright, now what we need to do is, that little center part on him, on his chest, is his weak point, but he is guarding it with his fist, so, oops. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. So we have to get him to unveil his scar, and then fire when the time is right. So that shouldn't be too bad, because if we move to the left and to the right, he switches his fist that he uses to fight with us. So we'll just have to act quickly, get our thing back. Alright, let's start here. I should have done it then. Okay, he thought he would have switched his fist there. That was my bad. Alrighty. Now, let's do this for real. Alright, there we go. I missed. You do have to be a little bit precise with your shots, because there is a bit of a window of error when it comes to a lot of these guys. Let's do this. I should have done it then. Didn't charge it for long enough. I think that would have made it. You do have to charge your arrow, and the longer you charge it, the further it goes, obviously. So close. Yeah. It's okay. We'll get him. We can get him. Alright. Does seem like he uses that fist first, which is interesting to note. I did it again. I did it again. So I did say that this would be sort of a walkthrough, but to be fair, this probably isn't the most reliable walkthrough that you'll get. But hopefully it'll still be a lot of fun. So I guess we should probably go to the right side first, where he, there we go. That's more like it. Alright, so now I'm not going to stand under here in case it decides to fall down. But let's get our arrow back. Goal. And just like that, we've beaten the tutorial. Alright, so now that we have these four, we can now head up over here. And then this little spot over here, Now opens up. And now adventure awaits us. Well, crap, I'm busy next weekend. Ah, I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. Maybe we can postpone it to next weekend after that. But decided to take a little break from Spookies for now. July 10th would be better? Okay, that sounds good. Can do. Can and will do. So now, this is where the game begins to open up. So now we have to make a bit of a choice. Relatives in town for July 4th. Oh, okay. I get you. I get you. That's fine. Alright, so now we get to make a choice. We can either head left, we can either head down, we can either head right, or we can head up. Spoiler alert, we don't want to head up, because that'll just lead to a dead end. But, where shall we go? Thinking of maybe heading a bit left, because that's where I went last time. So that's where I'm going to head. Alright, so as you can see, there's some ruins over here. So this is a little bit of a hint. Break from Spookies, does that mean that video as well? Oh yeah, yeah, I haven't worked on it in a little bit, so I'll need to crank it out in a little bit. Might be able to work on it some more this week, since I don't have a whole lot going on to my knowledge. That's in here. And, yeah, progress has been a bit slow on it, so it's definitely not going to come out by the end of the month. Absolutely not. But we'll continue to work on it, and hopefully it'll be worth the wait. But anyways, now that we've gone through here, welcome to the mountains, or the snowy area, snowy portion of the game. Now this part's a little bit difficult. It's definitely a bit harder than the other sections. So this time we only have to fight 3 guys. But the question is, which one should we go after first? Spoiler alert, one's a lot harder than the others, so I'll let you guys decide. You can either head left, up, or to the right. Also, if you dash into these snow piles, they break, but I don't think it does anything. There's no benefit to doing so. Alrighty. It looks like that guy's pointing to the right, so I think we're gonna head right. So, the only problem about heading right is we need to solve a puzzle first, because right there, that's the entrance towards the guy on the right, but as you can see, it's blocked off by some ice. So we're going to need to find a way how to melt the ice. Now, that's pretty simple. So, you know how in the brain puzzle you're able to light the arrow on fire? Well, we can do that here. There we go. So we just need to shoot through these things and light those fire pits. And I don't know if there we go. Then we need to fire through here. There we go. Fire! Let's go. Alright, then lastly, we need to fire through here, and I missed. Need to fire through here, and I missed again. Just a little bit more up. You fire through here, and there we go. Well, I have some Spookies videos coming out. They're probably new to you, so you can check them out whenever you have time. Alrighty, that sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Oh, I also watched your video on Unknown Specimen 1 in HD. I felt like he he got a similar treatment to the others. I found it kind of dumb that ambient tracks could play while he was chasing you. I thought that was kind of dumb. But anyways, now onto this guy. So you can already see him down below. He's quite ominous, lurking. But this guy, while he may appear intimidating, he's actually not that bad. It's a pretty simple way to defeat him. You can first gotta shoot that to activate the fight. So now we need to wait over here. Whitsley climbs up like that, and then, whoops. I was a little bit too close. So we gotta wait for him. Wait for him to come up. I missed. Alright. That's essentially the main strategy. Ah, he did it again. Okay, now we need to get to a iceberg quick. Phew, that was close. Yeah, next one will be tomorrow. Sounds good. Alright. There we go. We got him. Just like that. Yeah, just shoot his tail tip. But if you're in the water when he does that flash, then you'll get killed, since he's kind of a electric eel, sorta. Killed him in the tail. Oh yeah. And just like that, we got him. Alright, so yeah, he's really not that bad. And just like that, we got him. So now the next guy that I'm gonna go after, I'm gonna go ahead and go after the guy that's up top, so he can do kind of like an arcing motion. Because, in my opinion, this guy's the second hardest of these three guys. And here he is up here. He's quite similar to the other stone guy, where we don't have to go inside. But here he is. So he's pretty simple. I'll show you how he works. We gotta get our arrow back. So you see this thing? Oops. So yeah, we have to hit him with his own attack, like that. There we go. Whoops, I missed. Ah, I got stuck there. This guy's not that hard. Basically, we need to hit him with his own attack, and then that'll basically open up slots that we can shoot into, and then that'll be the thing that'll take him out. If anything changes next week, I'll send you a message or something by Friday, but for now, we'll plan on the 10th for the next stream. Alright, sounds good. We'll play Grimrock or maybe this game. Until then, depending on if I'm able to beat it or not in this singular go. Oops, I deviated a little bit there. Deviated a lot there. This guy's not hurt, I'm just messing up. Plus I'm looking at chat at the same time, so that's probably a bit of a blunder on my part. Alright. So yeah, a good strategy is to stay close to the bottom of the arena, so that way his little arm is more easily directable. I missed. I couldn't see where I was aiming because I was behind the little tower there. Yep, that's all is to the fight. It's not too difficult. There we go. Just gotta wait for that to go. Wait for that to go. Ah, he went down. Alright, let's just keep on going. Can't slow down because slowing down is not gonna be good. Ah, deviated a little bit there, shouldn't have done that. Now, thankfully, he is nice enough to not go down until I knock out one of his teeth. There we go. thought he would have gone up there. I think I got stuck inside of there, so I was unable to move. Bit of a blunder there. Yeah, it's okay. Alright. And in case one of these guys is giving me a lot of trouble, I might just purely focus on it. So sorry if I'm unable to read your messages quickly. Oops, missed again. There we go. There we go, hit another one of his teeth. Alright, it does look like he comes up basically as he's firing the laser. There we go. Got him. Just like that, he's done for. Go. Let's go. Alright, so it definitely looked like I was having a bit of trouble there, but trust me, this guy I would say is easy. Comparatively speaking, that is. So now we have one more guy to go after, and he's over here, and let's just say that he's a little bit more difficult than the other guys. The main issue, well, you'll see. Alright, here he is. He's the Yeti. Alright, whoops. Oh, crap. So you can probably see where his weak point is. Oh crap! But yeah, the main issue with him is that he's very, very fast. Oops, he got me. So the main strategy that you want to do with him is stay near the walls when he's going to charge at you, but stay as close to him as possible when he's throwing the snowballs at you. Because, as you saw, getting hit by the snowballs is not an instant kill, but if the snowball does throw you into the wall, it will kill you. So keep that in mind. Like that. Best way to dodge it is to actually use your dash. Up until this point, not very many of the bosses have required it, but this guy is definitely the first one that does. So I gotta remember how to do it. Now the main reason why you want to stay close to the wall when he charges is because that'll allow you to get the opportunity to shoot him just like that. Right in the butt. Holy moly, alright. There he goes. Undignified death, indeed. Definitely not the way that I'd want to go. Alrighty. So that actually didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. But yeah, that's the reason why you want to stay near the wall, because when he slams into the wall then goes back, he'll be facing away from the wall. So that'll be your time to strike, and your only time to strike, really. So we did it. So that concludes the snow area. As you can see, all three things are open now. So now we just need to head over here. It's where the there's a little crack in the wall. We can take this path up over here. And we can head on into here. So if you guys were getting a little bit chilly, well, good news. Things are about to heat up quite a few degrees. Alright, here we are. Oops. Alright, just got a little bit of brain damage there, but that'll give us the strength necessary to take out these guys. So welcome to the lava area. So this area over here is the spot that we're going to want to go after we're done. So we're not going to go there just yet. First of all, we're going to head over here to get to the checkpoint. And it's down this way. Here it is. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and choose which one we do first. We're going to go ahead and do this guy over here, because he is by far the easiest, in my opinion. And here he is. Big ol' sphere. Alright. That initial charge is the fastest that he goes. Whoops, I missed. Now, the thing with him is you'll want to take him out as quickly as possible because he obviously creates fire on the ground, so he decreases the size of the arena pretty exponentially, but he is not that difficult at all, and we got him. Just like that. There he goes. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. Took him out quick. Heck yeah. It's a very fast-paced fight. I could have done it quicker. There's an achievement that you can get for killing him in less than 5 seconds, I believe. But I'm not going to worry about that just yet. So that guy wasn't too bad, as you can see, but these next two guys, they're a little bit more difficult. I'm gonna go after this guy first. I don't know if I'll be able to kill him first. You'll see why. This guy's really cool. Here he is. He's a big old skull with some flails. Whoops, I missed. So, you have to get behind him. That's where his weak point is. But, oh, there. Here he goes. Whoops. He's another boss where you really need to dash to escape, because just walking you're unable to get out of range of his flails. And as you can see, there are these things. Basically, every once in a while they'll geyser up, and if you get hit by it, then you'll die. And you saw briefly there after his spin attack. He goes up into the air and slams back down, and that'll make all the geysers go off at once. So what we want to do is we want to wait till his spin attack's going, and I messed up. Ah. Like that. There we go. But yeah, we'll want to wait till his spin attack again. And you can trigger that by getting behind him enough times. Like that. And then when he stops spinning, that's when we want to strike. Except we got a little bit unlucky there. Positioned kind of badly. You could also try to be sneaky like that and try to hit him when you get behind him, but you have to shoot very quickly to do that. Yeah, this guy's a bit difficult, but mostly the difficulty comes to just figuring out how he works. It does seem like he, oops, I dashed a little too early there. It does seem like he spins randomly, but there is a way to trigger it. You just need to get behind him enough times. And spinning is, when he's spinning, that's the opportune time to attack him, since he pauses for a good second after he stops spinning. There he goes. I missed, and then I ran into the geyser. But yeah, that's essentially how you beat him. It's pretty simple. So we'll give him a few more attempts. He was definitely one that I was stuck on for a little while, but he's not too bad. Like I said. There he goes. I missed again. Once again, trying to be a little bit sneaky. If I had my arrow, I could have gotten him there. Oh, there you go, spinning again. Nope. So now this fight is going on a little bit longer than some of the other ones, but most of these boss fights can be done pretty quickly. It's definitely a good game to speed run. I messed up there. It's fine, because we can try it again. There he goes, spinning. What you could also try to do is try to do what I did, but more successfully. Wait till he's positioned where his backside is facing you, and then you can try to hit him then. Which it is possible to do. You can get an achievement for doing that, and that is actually the way how I did defeat him initially. Whoops. A little too close there. It's definitely not the best for speed since you need to wait for him to start spinning, but it's definitely a little bit more of a reliable method to get around him. Whoops. A little too close there. Once again. I like his music. His music's pretty good. All the music in this game is pretty good. Alright. Now, enough games. Let's actually get him this time. Yeah. Heck yeah. I missed. Messed it up just a little bit, but that's fine. Didn't realize he was gonna start spinning there. That's another problem. You have to kind of have to be prepared for him to start spinning at any time because he can mess you up that way. There he goes. I might just wait for him to stop. There we go. That's more like it. We got him. Alright. Let's get our arrow back. Dorito, let's go. Just like that, he is dead. And the door opens, and then we can get out of here. Alrighty, so sure, that was a little bit more difficult than the other guys, but for the most part, that wasn't too bad. But now this next guy, he's a bit difficult, in my opinion, about like probably on par with that guy, but because, well, you'll see, he's a bit complicated, let's say. Now, I do have to say, this guy is probably the cutest of all the bosses. I mean, like, look at him. He's just hanging out. But don't let his cute demeanor don't let his cute demeanor fool you, because he is a formidable foe. Let's go ahead and begin the fight. I'll show you what's up. So he fires those things which slowly come back to him, and then he charges up a shot, and then he shoots this big old cannonball. And basically what it does is when it touches the fire, it blows up, and then he charges up another one and fires it. So what we want to do is we need him to blow to get blown up by his own cannonball. And that sounds kind of ridiculous, right? Like, there's no way to get close enough, right? I mean, sure, that was a little bit close enough, but he goes away from you. How are you supposed to be able to do that? Well, I'll show you. Whoops, I messed up, actually. Let's pretend I didn't do that. Wait till he fires off that one. You can shoot your arrow into him, and basically what that's going to do is it's going to allow us to pull him closer to us. And I messed up. I should have moved. But basically, what we'll have to do is we'll have to pull him closer to his cannonball, and then that'll allow him to get exploded. So let me show you guys how to do that. Of course, once again, the main challenge of this guy is just figuring out how he works and how you're supposed to beat him. And, of course, being accurate with your shots, but that's always apparent. What you can also do is you can do that prematurely, so you don't have to wait nearly as long. What you should also try to do is stay away from the walls as best as you can, because he basically shoots the cannonball a little bit ahead of you, or behind you, I should say, and oh geez. And the further that he has to travel, the worse you're going to be off. So once again, I was sticking a little bit close to the wall. I need to get out of that habit. So stay away from the wall as best you can. Stay as close to him as possible. It's the best idea, because he does fire most of his shots behind you, which is kind of convenient. So go ahead and prematurely shoot that in there, and then stay pretty close to him so we can go ahead and straight up pull him in like this. There he goes. Get our arrow back, and then boom, there we go. Shoot his crystal core, and just like that, poor little magma friend is no more. Goal, let's go. And we got him. And just like that, that concludes the lava area. So that wasn't too bad. So now, what we can also go ahead and do is we can head down over here. This will just be some storyline stuff. Down here, you can see the body of a Titan. Now, you can probably assume that the guy that we fought over here is practically the head to that guy. So good thing that we didn't fight him in his full glory, because that would have been difficult, I assume. But either way, he will be a threat no more. And up we climb. So we can head over here now. In case you guys are getting too hot and you guys still don't want to be too cold, well, I've got good news for you. If we head over here, see a mural over here. Still not entirely sure what that means, but if we head up over here, we're back upside again. Back into the temperamental climate as well. Now this part I have a feeling we're going to be stuck on for a little while, so buckle your seatbelts. I'll show you what's up ahead. If we head over here, you can see some pillars, and then another checkpoint. So as you can see, there's only two guys that we have to fight over here. The first one is over here, and he is by far easier than the other guy. Go ahead and see what's in here. So, as you can see, you head in here, and where's the boss? A lot of unnecessary stairs in this place. That is true. Yeah, gotta do a lot of climbing in this game. Alright, so first we have to solve a little bit of a puzzle if we want to fight the boss. So you can see what's different about these coins. There's a little bit of an eye here. The eye is a weak point, usually, in a lot of these bosses. So if we shoot it... Whoops, if I can aim correctly. Ding! That little spot opens up for us. And down we go. Now, you're probably curious who's hoarding all this gold. Well, one would think it would be a dragon, but no. It's the treasure chest himself. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this guy, I'll go ahead and show you. Alright, so he can teleport, but he's a lot more predictable. Whoops, I messed up. Shot a little too early there. This is also a chest guy. Yeah. Alright, thankfully we don't have to solve this puzzle anymore. We can just straight up go in and fight him. But yeah, he's another boss fight that ends fairly quickly. Basically, we have to shoot the ruby that's inside of him. And you saw when he fired that coin at me that killed me, that's our time to strike. We have to fire our shot before he can get his shot off. And thankfully he is very pattern-based, except I messed up. He bounces 2 times after he gets up, and then he'll fire his shot. So we just gotta count the shots and then we'll be good. Down we go. Now, best strategy for this guy is just to keep on moving mostly. 1, 2. Oh, I missed. That was my bad. Yeah, just keep on moving with that guy and you'll be fine. But yeah, this guy's definitely on the easier side of most bosses. Especially compared to the guy that's going to be right after this, but I'll show you what's in store. I missed again. Once again, these are all on me. If you can land your shot, you'll be fine. Because you do have a fairly decently sized window to actually shoot him. Plus you can charge up your shot if you get enough distance, so you can prepare for it. Since he only bounces twice, and then he does the third bounce, which is the one that's gonna fire off the shot. Alright, teleport. Now another thing to keep in mind is those coins, you can't walk over them. And you also probably don't want to be near the bottom of the arena like I've been doing. Definitely get far up if possible. I missed again. Actually, the coin might have been on the way. I wish I wasn't struggling on this guy so much because he's really not that hard. I'm making him look a lot worse than he actually is. Because literally the guy that's going to be right after this guy is like 10 times worse than this guy. Right, 1, 2. There we go. Alright, we got him. Let's get her arrow back. Goal, let's go. Oh yeah. And then presumably we get to inherit all this gold, but gold's not gonna do us any good now. We have titans to slay. And speaking of slaying titans, go ahead and show you which guy's next. He's a bit different compared to the rest of these other guys. Now, if you've been paying attention to the names of these guys, you would see that they're in like an unspeakable language, right? Just looks like a bunch of glyphs. Well, that's about to change. Alright, you can see an arrow here that's very strangely colored. Looks quite similar to my arrow. You can see a guy up there. Now what happens if we shoot this arrow? Knight Elhanan, the legendary Titan Slayer. Alright, now this guy... he's basically a giant version of me. He's a bit difficult. He shoots arrows at us, and you have to dodge in time if you want to be able to get him. So, as you can see, when we fired his arrow at first, he was weakened. So that's a little bit of a hint of what we need to do. Whoops. Shouldn't do that. To be fair, I wasn't trying to shoot him there. Just letting you see some of his attacks. So yeah, this is pretty simple. As long as you dodge out of his attacks, it's not too bad. Yeah. But it is kind of interesting that we're fighting a Titan Slayer. And the fact that a Titan Slayer is here amongst all these other Titans. And the fact that his name is in English. Lore, perhaps? I think it might be. So yeah, the best way to dodge his arrows at the start is to use these pillars as cover. There we go. He only fires 3 arrows before he goes and collects them again. And then he starts the process over again. He fires his big arrow, which goes through damaged pillars, and it will penetrate and it will hit you if you're not careful. Alright, then he goes and collects them. Need to actually hit the arrow. It is a fast-moving target, so you gotta be careful of that. This guy gave me a lot of trouble, because the thing is, after you do hit the arrow, if I'm able to, of course, basically you have to get a little bit lucky. You have to hope that you hit the arrow when he's close to him himself, because you'll have a very small window of opportunity to hit him afterwards, and that'll be the finishing blow. So yeah, you don't actually need to hide behind the pillars to survive his shots, but I would recommend it. Whoops. I wasn't paying attention. It is good to practice your dodging against these arrows. I'll just go ahead and do that for convenience, and I can dodge past these other ones. There we go. Ah, it was a little too late there. But yeah, that's when we want to strike, when he's Alright, now he's gonna collect his arrows again. Whoops, missed. Alright, he's got all his arrows back. Oh. I shouldn't have went that direction. That was a bit of a blunder on my part. Yep, that's essentially all that there is to the fight. It's not too complicated, thankfully. Although you do have to have some pretty good reaction time and good aim. It's also a good idea to keep your distance away from him when he's firing the arrows, but otherwise you want to get close to him afterwards. Whoops. Got all his arrows back. Whoops, I nearly killed myself by running into that. Oh. Pillar. That's okay. Alright, and you can shoot the arrow when he's firing these other arrows if you'd like, but it will be a little bit more difficult. Whoops. If you're gonna do it, you definitely want to do it behind cover because he's gonna shoot too fast, unless you happen to get a really lucky shot. Also, pro tip, do not dash towards or away from him directly, because since he fires a thing at you, you're just either gonna prolong or quicken your death. Of course, I say pro tip when I'm clearly not good at this game, but that's okay. Alright. Now let's do this. Once again, the main challenge to this guy is just dodging and hitting a moving target. Oh, I missed. I missed. If I didn't miss, that would have been it. Ah, it bounced. Yeah, the closer you are to him, and the closer you are to your arrow, the easier it is to hit him. Oh. Turns out he had his arrow. His other arrow. Oof. Yeah, he is kind of tough. But I did get really close there, so clearly I've retained some of my practice with this guy. Oh, that was nearly bad. If I hit that, that would have been cool. I think you can also shoot the arrow when it's down. And it's honestly not that bad of an idea to do, but I really only do it if he happens to be close to the arrow when it's down. Whoops. I think he's destroyed most of these pillars. Oh, another tip that I clearly demonstrated there. If you're too close to him, you cannot dodge him at all. He just shoots too fast for you, and he does like slightly lead his shots, so that's why you're unable to dodge it. Oh, am I back? Okay, there we go. That's why you're unable to dodge it just by running. That's why these pillars are here, in case you want to do a no dodging run, so you can hide behind the pillars, but you gotta be careful since they have limited durability. Can only protect you for so long. Ah, I missed again. That could have been cool. Alright, he's got his arrows back, so we'll have to dodge again. Ah, I doubled back. I shouldn't have done that. That was close. That was very close. Gives me confidence that we'll be able to beat this guy pretty soon. But he is definitely one of the harder guys. The thing is, he can also shoot or dodge fairly early, since he does give you a pretty good window. He's not entirely unfair. He is just pretty fast-paced mostly. Whoops. Also, I do believe those rocks are actually, solid things that can get in your way, and they can slow you down, so it's another threat to keep in mind. But in my experience, it hasn't really been that big of a deal. Pretty easy to dodge for the most part. Oops. There we go. Whoops. Admittedly, it is a little bit hard to predict the trajectory of the arrow at times. That time I just got a bit unlucky. I could have tried to shoot it. Probably wouldn't have ended too badly if I did. Although it would have been a bit difficult to actually try to hit him afterwards, so all I would have done was just stalled for time. Maybe allowed me to position a little bit better, but otherwise, yeah. It's a very bouncy arrow, as you can see. Now, thankfully the arrow is fairly close to him and not anymore. Oh. There we go. I did it. Let's go. I shot him right in the knee, it looks like. Actually, it looks more like his thigh or something, but I got him. Let's go. Alright. Goal. Let's go. Alrighty. Now, I'm glad that that's done with, because it's just going to get a little bit easier from now. That guy's definitely one of the harder ones. Possibly one of the hardest in the entire game. I say one of. You'll see why. So, thankfully now this has been completed, but you might be curious as to what's going on in here. And if I'm entirely honest, I have no idea. I think it's lore relevant, but it just looks like a bear paw or something like that. There's like arrows here, but I don't know what they mean. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. So now we're done with this area, thankfully. So now we can move on to the next one, which is over here. Down and around. here we are. Welcome to the graveyard. So it's gonna be a little bit quieter around here. So we have to fight two guys. Spoiler alert, it's really only one guy, but I'll show you what I mean. Here's the actual guy that we have to fight. There he is. He's a face. So, oops. So there's a pretty good strategy on how to beat him. Basically, we gotta do that and then dodge his... Ah, he moved out of the way. Basically, what we have to do, we have to shoot his backside. But the only problem is that he's constantly facing me. So we're gonna have to trick him into getting him to face me when he really doesn't want to do that. So we're gonna shoot here and then recall the arrow, but not all the way, just like that. And we're gonna lure him over here. Ah, he got a little too close there, couldn't have dodged that. But the reason why we need to get the arrow so far away from him is because if you recall the arrow and it hasn't been flying for long enough, it won't have the momentum to deal a lethal blow. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that either. Oh, what the heck? That was a bit odd. So just need him to come over here. Thankfully his shots are fairly easy to dodge. Now the arrow is in kind of a bad position for what we want to do. Probably best to shoot it like towards the middle. Whoops. What Yeah, that was strange. I don't know what happened there. I like got swallowed by him or something like that. It was quite peculiar. Yeah, it's kind of arbitrary which direction you want to attack him from, but I'm just gonna do it from here, because why not? Whoops. Now, he is a pretty fast boss. Like, it really doesn't take that long to get him, but you don't have to be super fast with him. You can be kind of patient. It's frankly what I should probably try to do. Whoops. There we go. Just gotta dodge his shots. Whoops. Not like that. Also, we probably don't need to recall the arrow all the way towards the end, but... Whoops. Main problem is just getting the arrow positioned in a good spot as well. And it is generally a good idea to be like medium distance from him. You're playing Counter-Strike, alright. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. So close. There we go. If we, like, get him around over here, this should be good. Ah. Nah, he went a little bit further than I thought he would. There we go. We got him. We got him. Alright. Let's get our arrow back. Go. Let's go. And just like that, we got him. So that wasn't too bad. And now thankfully that's actually the only boss that we have to fight. This next guy, he's a bit interesting. So over here is a little secret area that we can go. We gotta head over up here. It's a little hard to navigate. There we go. Okay. Then we head into here. Then we head over this way. Up this way, and then we get another mural. That's a little bit of a hint as to what's coming. Then we head up into here. Ah. Another broken soul seeking truth. Less encumbered than the last. You have paid a high toll indeed for the abomination in your quiver. And for what? Knowledge? Power? I hope it was worth it. Do what you must. And there's his eyeball. So, this one's a little bit sad, but he doesn't fight back at all, but he's willing to sacrifice himself so we can continue our quest, which I think is quite admirable. Rest in peace. So yeah, this boss is definitely the hardest one in the entire game. Not in terms of just pure difficulty, but in terms of emotional difficulty, I guess. Sadly, it had to be done. It had to be done. So that's all that we really need to do here. We can go ahead and head back. Long way down. But we did it. Alright, and thus that concludes this area, the graveyard. So we're making really good pace. We're only an hour and 15 minutes in. So is this the origin story of the arrow guy from Guardians of the Galaxy? I mean, it seems like it. I mean, like, he does have telekinetic control over his arrow, although to be fair, he isn't whistling, I don't think. Unless that sound that I'm hearing is a whistle. Who knows? Anyways, there's our two souls there. So we're able to head out of here. Then we can head on up. And we can head on over here. And then this way. as we make our way into the woods. Alright, now thankfully the main challenge here is actually already been solved. The main gimmick with this area, I'll go ahead and show you. Let's say that we head this way. It's like, okay, here's a new area. I wonder where the boss is going to be. It did say right, so we should probably head right. Wrong. Yeah, this place is a maze. But thankfully I've already figured out the combinations that we need to go to find these guys. So for the first guy, we're going to go ahead and head left since I think he's a little bit easier. If we head up here, notice the pink mushrooms. If we head up again, here we are. This is the first guy. And since I said to pay attention to the mushrooms, you could probably assume the boss is a giant mushroom. So this guy is not that bad. Of course, the main challenge is actually just finding him, but yeah, basically he jumps, and the little growth on the side of him is his weak point. And every time that he jumps, he fires out these little projectiles, and if you get caught in the gas cloud, well, you can see for yourself. Whoops. No. If you get hit by these things directly, then you'll get killed, so you don't want that to happen. But hopefully this effect will wear off soon. Alright, now I just need to skate around him until he turns his thingy towards me. It does move in intervals of 45 degrees, so he jumped right on top of me. But he's really not that hard. I just wasn't playing that aggressive. I was letting you guys see what he was all about. Alright, in we go. Whoops. Didn't see that there. But yeah, as you can see, if you run straight into those, they will get you. So keep that in mind. Alrighty. Whoops. Tried to be sneaky there. I love the mushroom people. Yeah, mushrooms are cool. I like mushrooms as well. And honestly, this guy's actually kind of a fun boss. Because he's really not unfair at all. I'm just kind of messing up a lot. He's pretty straightforward, so especially compared to the knight, it's a lot less complicated. Whoops, don't want to run into that though, that'll be bad. Alright, we'll go ahead and head around. Whoops. He jumped right on me. It's okay. I think this next one, I'm feeling a little more... I'm feeling the next one, I think we can get it. Once again, the main challenge is actually finding these guys. It took me a little while to find them. Thankfully, I remember the order. Tried to be sneaky there. Also, I think when you do get drugged, it does slow down a little bit, so it does actually make it a little bit easier on you. This is honestly one of the most fair bosses in the entire game, I believe. There we go. We finally got him. See, that wasn't too bad. Goal. Let's go. And we got him. Alrighty. Now there's just one more guy after him, so conveniently, because this place is a maze, we immediately get put back here. But before we go after this next guy, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a little lore relevant thing here. I'm not entirely sure what it means, but if you follow the river for long enough, you get led here. And now I'm not entirely sure what this means, but it seems to depict a star hitting a plant, and then the plant gets big. Now, when I show you this next boss, and you go there by going right and then backtracking and then heading up here. And then once we head into here, we'll see the next boss. And it looks like that little stone thing was actually depicting this guy, because when we fire a shot, there's those arms that I was talking about. So basically with this guy, what we want to do is we want to stay near the bottom. Oop. Not do that. We want to stay near the bottom and stay near the walls, because it was foretold, indeed. I guess that's the origin of this guy. A star hit a plant and then he became big. Interesting. Not sure why he has a temple dedicated to him, but it is interesting. So yeah, main thing you want to do with this guy is you want to stay near the bottom and try to stay out of that poison cloud, because if you're in it for too long, you will die. Now we want to shoot our arrow, and then we want to pull it, and then we can open that up, and then fire it right into it. There we go. See, once again, really not that hard of a boss. The main challenge is just finding him. Goal, let's go. We did it. Now, another thing you can also do is when his tentacles are on the ground, if you manage to shoot it, it'll actually detach, and then it'll significantly decrease the range of his arms. But I would not actually recommend doing that, because his arm that's on the ground can still kill you just by walking into it, so it just creates another obstacle that you have to deal with. So, plus it wasn't anything that we really needed to worry about. We got him, and now we're done with the forest. And now, man, we've only been playing for an hour and 20. Feels like we just began, and in reality we kind of did. This area looks familiar, don't it? We've actually taken out all the titans, so now we're able to head up at here and open up the second gate. And now, we head towards the finale. As the storm begins, up we go. Alrighty. So this is where the game definitely starts to pick up in difficulty some more. So I'll show you what's up ahead. Alright, so we get a checkpoint. We only have to fight one guy, thankfully. And speaking of which, here he is. So basically what we need to get him to do is we need him to hit these pressure plates with his fists, and then he's going to fire that laser. And of course we have to dodge his eye laser as well. Oops, just barely dodged that. There we go, we got him. Oh, and I think I just nearly dodged dying there. Yeah, this guy is not that hard. Once you get the hang of it. So we got him. He's playing rock, paper, scissors, but he only plays rock. And thankfully for me, I had paper. In the form of a wooden arrow. Just the wood hasn't been turned into paper yet, I guess. Alright, so that wasn't the final boss. No. He was just guarding the final boss. And so you've seen all these really huge, spectacular titans, right? One can only imagine what the final boss would look like. And as the thunder begins to roll out and reach the final checkpoint, we come across the final boss. Alright, let's begin the fight, shall we? And just like that, we won. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. I'm just kidding. Alrighty. Now, this is the true final boss. And I just want to preface this by saying this is possibly the worst fight in the entire game, by far. I'll go ahead and show you guys. Let's just go ahead and get straight into it. Also, pay attention to his name. It's in English again. Whoops. Oh boy. Alright, so the way how the soul works is, as you can tell, he's a doppelganger of me, but, he has a few gimmicks to him that are kind of annoying. So, first of all, we need to get far away from him, because, just like Elnahan, if we're too close to him, we cannot dodge his attacks. He's gonna fire his arrow at us, and when we do eventually dodge it, he's too close again. Yeah, alright. The annoying thing is, this is the only boss in the entire game that's RNG based. He's very hard to predict. Alright, he teleported again. There we go. Alright, so he's gonna go pick up his arrow again, and then basically he teleports after every time he fires his arrow, and then that's our time to strike. Oops, missed, and crap. Alright, let me just describe some of his attacks. So, when he fires his arrow, you are able to pick it up, but if you do pick it up, you will instantly die. And if you fire your arrow and it misses, he can pick up your arrow and fire it back at you. And the only way to get it back is to take it from him, because otherwise you have to wait till it stops, and then he's going to immediately pick it back up again, because he picks it up very quickly. Alright, we're too close. Way too close. Oh, phew. And he also creates these lightning balls, and the problem is these lightning balls are homing. Whoops. Ah. Did it again. So, essentially you do not want to miss your first hit. The quicker you can do the boss, the better. This guy gave me a lot of trouble because the problem is when he teleports, there's no way to predict where he's going to go. You just have to guess. Ah. Oh no. No. Phew. Oh. Okay, that was cool. I don't know how I dodged that. The lightning ball got me. The lightning balls are deceptively one of the hardest parts of the entire fight. It's the fact that they're homing, I believe. They're hard to dodge. Alright, where are you gonna teleport to? Nope. That did not go how I wanted it to. Alright. And another thing is, since it's such a small target, it's kind of difficult. Ah! I was kind of close there. If I just aimed a little more to the right, I think I might have actually gotten him. Close. Very, very close. Nope. Alright. Not even dodging is enough to escape. Alright, where are you gonna teleport to? He didn't even teleport, alright. That's another thing, you can't predict when he's going to teleport, it's entirely random. So I could probably go on and on about how this guy kind of sucks, but whatever. This is a hard game, boss should be hard as well. Oh, final boss that is. I tried to avoid the lightning ball, but it ended up getting me hit by the arrow. Alright, where are you gonna teleport to? You didn't even teleport again, what the heck? Alright. Prepare to see some rage, I guess. Because this guy is surely rage-inducing. Ah. Nope. Lightning balls. It's those lightning balls, man. Like I said, they're deceptively one of the hardest parts of the entire fight. Yeah, even just touching the arrow will kill you even when it's on the ground. Oh. Oh my god, I did it. I did it. Oh my god. I got really lucky there. Goal, let's freaking go. Oh my god, alright. Yeah, you just have to get lucky like that. And just like that, that is Titan Souls. So we've done it. We've beaten the game. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. That was a lot of fun. Even though I already kind of knew what this game was going into it, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me play. This is definitely my record. I beat it in 1 hour and 30 minutes. So we did it. I'll go ahead and let the credits play. Thankfully it's not that long of a credit sequence. "18 killed and only 70 deaths. Nice. But we can add one more. It's not over just yet. Sure, that was the final boss, but this is the true final boss. Who is the true final boss? Well, truth itself. But wait, there's more, indeed. Alright, let's do this. Alright, we get to fight a biblically accurate angel. There we go. Alright, now the difference between this guy and most other bosses is he actually has multiple phases. Oh, already on to phase 3. Alright. There he goes. Oh boy. I messed that up. I missed. But yeah, if you do fail, you have to start right into it. But thankfully it's not too bad. He's a lot more fair than the other one. Than the Soul. There we go. There we go. We got him. Alright, phase 3 again. Now basically we have to wait till he's about to fire his eye laser. Like that, and not miss like I'm doing. Because that's the only time that his eye is far enough down. Ah, was a little too slow there. I'm starting to mess up again. Close. Gotta charge up a little bit longer than that. Not sure what happened there. Close. Whoops. I kind of messed up my flow there. Don't worry, we're going to get straight back into it. Whoops. Now, I don't have any good strategy for this guy. There we go. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Alright. Now we can also shoot those little evil tadpoles. Do this for real now. And just like that, goal. And now that is the true ending to Titan Souls. So yeah, and then I think that is all that there is. There are harder modes that you can put on, but I think that's all that we should do for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun. It's definitely a new record for how fast I did it. I know it's probably not speedrun levels, but I still think that was a pretty good time. An hour and 40. I think that's pretty good. Dorito, let's go. So yeah, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun. Sorry that it wasn't Spookies today. I know some of you were probably expecting Spookies. Probably should have made more of an announcement that this stream wouldn't be Spookies. But once again, July 10th, that stream will be the Spooky stream. Next week, tune in to more Legend of Grimrock. Hope you guys are excited for it. Oh yeah, 19 killed and only 74 deaths. Oh yeah, and done in an hour and 32 minutes and 47 seconds. And that's it. Alrighty, yeah, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. Once again, this really wasn't much of a walkthrough, more so just kind of a playthrough. even though I kind of already knew what to expect. It was still a lot of fun though. I would highly recommend this game. It's on a crazy sale right now. I think it's like 90% off or something like that. So now's definitely the time to get it. It was on a 100% sale a few weeks ago, I believe, but sadly it's just been knocked down to 90. Would still highly recommend getting it now before the sale ends off, of course. And if it's been interesting, then absolutely would recommend it to you. And yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed once again. Once again, next week will be more Grimrock. Week afterwards will be Spookies, and then we'll continue Grimrock after that. I'll keep working on the video. Of course, it's been rather slow in progress as of now, but I think eventually I'll definitely crank it out, and then hopefully you guys will enjoy it once it's out. But until then, I will see you guys next stream. Bye bye.